There are many ways to add some color to your Mac. But today we're going to talk about software. We are going to theme some Mac apps and we're going to put our own touch to it. That's right, we're going to change it and make it our own. Welcome to the Access Project. So to do this, you obviously need a Mac, but you need some additional software outside of that. You need a photo editing software, so it can be Photoshop, GIMP, or some other photo editing software. I'm using Photoshop in this case because that's what I'm familiar with. And then you need an app to customize. Unfortunately, not all apps support theming, so you have to try and see if they do. So how does this whole theming thing work? Well, basically, we are going to extract an application and go under the images it uses for that application. So, for example, in a calculator, they have individual images for each number pad. And we're going to adjust this and customize it to our own liking. The app I'm going to use here is Calculator because it's pretty easy to customize and it's something cool to have a little touch to. Now, to check if an app is actually capable of such theming, it's pretty simple. You need to right-click the app, go under Show Package Contents, go under Content Resources, and from here you should see some images show up. If these images look like it's part of the app itself, then it is editable. But in some cases it's not. In this case, we are lucky and Calculator is editable. For example, these are all things in a number pad like I said before, so we can have some fun with this and make it our own. Now, before you start customizing, you always want to make a backup of the app, especially if it's a system app. So what I'm going to do right now is going to copy Calculator to my desktop. And I'm going to work off the Calculator file on my desktop and not in the one in the applications, just to be safe. So I'm going to right click Calculator, go under Show Package Contents, go under Content Resources like again, and now I can have some fun customizing these images here. Instead of creating a new image in Photoshop or something like that, my recommendation is to open that photo or asset in Photoshop and then from there delete all the previous layers and put whatever you want on top. Doing this will ensure you have the right resolution, file type, and file name. Now what am I going to do with our little calculator today? I have the evil plan of changing everything into Comic Sans. Okay, now that I have Comic Sensitized the Calculator app, let's have a look at how it looks. Look at it. Look at the Calculator app. Comic Sensitized! Yeah. So as you can see, it's actually pretty easy to do, but it does take quite a lot of hard work because you do need to change the assets for every single button. So that's kind of annoying. However, do know that this thing does not necessarily work for all Mac apps. Some apps have their assets or their images hidden away, so you can't really customize them really easily. And also, doing so might break the app. An app might not be able to handle the different file, or it might just look wonky because it conflicts with another UI element. However, do know that you can't really theme an app in a way where you modify where items are located because this requires going into deeper tools, which I'm not going to cover here. So go have fun, look at other apps so you can have some fun theming and customizing, and let me know which apps you have actually done this to. A big one that I think that will be kind of fun to do but it will take a lot of time is Safari, because Safari has actually a lot of UI elements that are editable, but again, it does take a lot of time because you literally have to edit every single UI element if you want it to look the way you want it to. However, do know there might be some copyright issues if you modify an application and then re-upload it to the web as your own. So my recommendation is that if you want to share this with others in the web publicly, I just recommend you to copy all the modified elements and then put it in a zip and ask people to paste it in manually, because that way it should be legal. Again, I'm not very sure, I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not gonna say too much. Maybe you should just not distribute it at all, but what's the fun in that? Distribute it, whatever. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little how-to on how to customize and theme some Mac apps. If you do that yourself, please let me know which app you actually customize and maybe post a little screenshot. That would be very nice. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this little video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.
You make me tremble. I can feel it in my bones. I can feel it in my hands. I can feel it in my chest. We're the ones who understand.